Everything is good. You got your KastKing gear here. Best gear in the business here. Just stay perfectly organized. It'll let your day go by way better. You get your net out quick. You'll get those big fish in the boat. Good evening, everybody. Matt Adamson here, KastKing Pro. We're at Navajo Lake, New Mexico. I'd like to tell you guys a little bit about myself. I fish here in New Mexico quite regular. I fish out in the West, the California Open, the US Open. I fish the FLWs, what I can get to. I fish a lot of the TBFs and the FLWs. Pretty much any tournament I can make, I'm going. Today I'd like to go over 5 basic tips for bass fishing with you guys. The first thing I'd like to say here is the safety and the rules. Before you get signed up for a bass tournament, read the rules on what they got going on. I would hate to see somebody get disqualified over something little. First thing, pretty much every tournament you fish, they're going to require you to wear a life jacket when the big motor is running. And they're also going to require the driver to have a safety disconnect lanyard on his life jacket. If you get thrown out of the boat, anything like that, this kills the motor. This will help you guys get back to the boat. If you're in the water, the motor will be shut off. Make sure you go over the rule book on this tournament series there. Some people have different rules, length of fish, time in, time out, stuff like that. So be sure to check those out. Second, this is a big factor for me. I'd like to go over sportsmanship in bass fishing. If you see a guy fishing, you do not pull up within 100 yards of him. That is extremely unsportsmanlike. That guy found that fish and he just happened to draw a better boat number than you. He got there before you do. Move on to your next fish. Everybody's out here to just try to have fun. Some of us are trying to make a living. Third thing I'd like to do is go over, if you're going to a new lake and a bass fishing tournament you've never been to, make sure you go check out the lake pre-fishing. Pre-fishing is a great way to find you some fish for the tournament, but also it's a great way to check out the lake. There's a lot of lakes with sandbars, rocks. There's a lot of obstacles on the lake, and you want to be sure to make sure you know where all those are before you take off tournament morning, and you don't want to go hit a sandbar or rock, something you don't know about. Number 4, big tip here is organization on your boat. When you're fishing a bass tournament, man, sometimes there's $100,000 on the line. You want to make sure you are organized. You flip over a compartment, you know where everything is. Your rods are laying down flat. Everything is good. You got your KastKing gear here. Best gear in the business here. You got your rods laid out flat, perfect. You got the lines wrapped up so they're not all tangled on each other. You know where everything is. Just stay perfectly organized. It'll let your day go by way better. You get your net out quick. You'll get those big fish in the boat. 5 is another big thing here in bass fishing, is just be versatile. In bass fishing, man, you can find them and pre-fish and just load the boat quick. And of course, when the tournament comes around, you go to that spot and you just can't get bit. I've been there a million times. You got to be versatile on your bass fishing, man. Pick up a spinning rod, start throwing a drop shot. I know a lot of us hate drop shotting, but sometimes you got to go to that finesse game. Be versatile, think outside the box, go with your gut. If you want to throw a jig in some trees and you just haven't caught one, go to them trees and start throwing a jig in there. Of course, I'd like to tell you guys my social media accounts here. My Facebook is Matthew Adamson, and my Instagram is Matt Adamson Fishing. Give me a follow. I'll do some more videos here coming soon, and if you got any questions, let me know. Thank you guys. Have a good day.